that 80 to 90% of the heat from global warming is actually going into the oceans. So the oceans are really the big Earth heat bucket. That's where all the heat winds up going. It turns out that the oceans can absorb 1,000 times the amount of heat as the atmosphere without really changing their temperature all that much. And the reason is because of something called heat capacity.
Do you have an example that could maybe explain heat capacity?
Let's imagine that this balloon represents the whole Earth's atmosphere. So now my candle, my little lighter here, represents the sun, so let's add some heat to it and see what happens.
Now don't try this at home without adult supervision and proper safety equipment. Whoa! So obviously the heat capacity of air is very low because it didn't absorb any heat at all.
Well, that's right. Almost as soon as we put the candle to the balloon, it exploded. And the reason is because since the air inside the balloon couldn't really absorb the heat that fast, all the heat went toward melting the rubber. As soon as the rubber melted, the balloon explodes.
Ah, okay, cool. Now that's a good demonstration of the heat capacity of air. How about the heat capacity of water or the oceans?
Yeah, let's do the oceans. How about a water balloon, Steve?
Sounds great.
All right. All right, Steve, so this balloon filled with water represents the oceans, and my lighter here represents the sun. Let's put some heat on it and see what happens.
Wow. Obviously it's absorbing a great deal of heat.
Right, so you feeling the heat there, Steve?
I am.
All right, but the balloon really isn't, because it turns out that the water can absorb so much heat that it takes the heat away from the skin of the balloon before the rubber can melt, so the balloon doesn't pop.
Excellent example. So the water has a tremendous ability to absorb heat, and if that's an analog for our oceans, that means our oceans are absorbing a lot of heat as well.
That's right, they sure are, Steve.